Welcome to Biz Wire. I'm Joseph Nordstrom in Beijing. President of South Korea, Park Geun-hye, is in Beijing with the biggest ever business delegation to join a South Korean leader's state visit, signaling the importance she puts on China in boosting her nation's economic fortunes. Park will be joined by 71 executives as her nation turns to its biggest trading partner and the world's second biggest economy to spur growth that fell in 2012 to the slowest pace since 2009. The four-day visit is a chance for Park, elected as South Korea's first female president to a 5-year term in December, to pin down a free trade deal as conglomerates such as Hyundai and Samsung look to tap China's growing consumer class. Expanding trade ties may be crucial for Park to deliver on promises to boost employment to 70% by 2017 from 64.2% today. John Delury, assistant professor of East Asian Studies at Yonsei University in Seoul, said South Korea's future is increasingly tied to its China relationship in terms of trade and investment, and that President Park's top priority is to get China right. Park's personal interest in China — she taught herself Mandarin and reads Chinese philosophy — may help her as she tries to enlist the country's support in pressing North Korea to abandon its nuclear program. China, the North's longtime ally, tightened enforcement of the United Nations sanctions on the totalitarian regime, and party leaders have stressed the need for a nuclear-free and stable peninsula. While Park campaigned on re-engagement with the North, she has taken a tougher line since becoming president. Park's office, however, has said the focus of the trip will be economic ties, which have been steadily deepening for 20 years. Annual trade between the two has grown at an average rate of 19% since 1992. On the lookout for more deals, on Friday, more than 300 business leaders and government officials will attend a business forum in Beijing. She will also push for progress on a free trade agreement first announced in May 2012. After Beijing, Park will visit Xi'an, the location of a factory that Samsung started constructing in 2012 to build memory chips that is expected to be finished in 2014. Park comes to China as it deals with some of its own troubles. A liquidity squeeze among banks increases the risk that China will miss its economic growth target of 7.5% this year. Park's visit reflects the shifting power balance in Asia. Like past leaders, she visited the U.S. in her first trip abroad as head of state, though she is breaking with precedent that saw South Korean leaders go to Japan next. A survey taken 2 weeks ago by Seoul-based Realmeter said 83% of South Koreans believe relations with China are more important than with Japan. Also, 60% of 1,000 respondents said they see China staying neutral in any military clash between the two Koreas. China fought on the north side in the Korean War that ended with a 1953 armistice separating the two countries at the 38th parallel. According to her 2007 autobiography, Park taught herself Chinese in her 30s by watching language programs on public television and reportedly enjoys reading Chinese philosophy and has a similar outlook as China's President Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping has called Park an old friend and welcomed her with an elaborate banquet before getting down to the business of expanding trade between the two former foes. You're watching Biz Wire on the Blue Ocean Network. Stay tuned for more in Economic Insight.